what it is, okay? You know what it is. You have to do the right thing. You have to go home to the family, you understand?
I'm not saying you gotta go back there this minute, but you gotta go back.
The bad boys of radio are back.
If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
Fresh off the Plizzane. You know my dang name.
You cheating some of them.
Look, man, I'm all excited over here and you look like you scared.
Boy, stop. He ain't never scared.
Stupendous Saturdays with the Two Live Stews. Grab your biscuits and coffee, boys and girls, because it's game time.
If you not stewing, what in the hell are you doing?
This is my favorite week of the year.
Why is this your favorite week of the year?
Because
I mean, there's a lot of great weeks in the year. Why this? Why is this particularly your favorite week in the year?
I'm a very thankful person. I thank God a lot all day long.
Right.
So this week of Thanksgiving is like my week.
And I knew you were going to say that.
This is my week.
Technically, this isn't next week yet. We're still in this week.
Well, but this is the Saturday prior to this week.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. So going into this week, it's my favorite week.
Right.
And the kids will be off all week long. I don't know when they started doing that, but they don't have school all week.
Mama coming to town.
My wife is off all week long, and my mom's coming to town. So you know what that means, right?
Actually, it's my mother, too.
But
actually, she was my mother before she was your mother.
But do you know what this means?
What does this mean?
If everybody's off from work and coming into town to celebrate, that means I'm going out of town.
Wait a minute, what do you
Right
mean?
on time, Walter.
And you're listening to the Two Live Stews. What do you mean?
Hey, man, I got babysitters in place. I'm out. Peace.
You're not going out of town. You mean you're going to be out. You're going to have the ability to go out and play golf and stuff now.
I mean, you understand the words coming out of my mouth?
Why would you go out of town on Thanksgiving week?
Well, not the whole week, but the kids are off all week. My wife off all week.
Right.
So Monday and Tuesday, they can do without daddy, right?
Right.
All right. I'm going to find somebody to golf course, man. I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
I agree with you.
I'm gone.
I'm with you.
I'm out of this.
Stupendous Saturday to you, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the Two Live Stews.
Yeah.
On 640 WGST as well as iHeartRadio. We are in the week.
Got to thank God every minute of every day. Yes, we're in the week, man.
We're in the week of Thanksgiving now. See, last week you kind of jumped the gun a little bit.
Or is it technically over today?
No, the week is not over. The week starts Monday. Somebody else said it started today, but I don't know about that.
How was
we do it in America, the week starts on Monday.
Hagen-law.com. Check out our guy, Bruce Hagen, Hagen-law.com, so you can see what the best injury lawyer in the state of Georgia is doing. 11-time super lawyer. Check out Bruce.
Yeah, man. This is a stupendous Saturday, man. Thank you and welcome to the return of the Two Live Stews.
Not to cut you off, man, but
you just did.
Not how was your Thanksgiving with the family and friends,
right?
But how was your turkey for Thanksgiving? How was it?
The turkey was great. Mm-hmm. The turkey was great. You cooked the turkey for what, like the third, fourth day in a row?
No, I didn't cook a turkey.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't cook a turkey. I took 2 days to prepare and smoke a turkey.
It's the same damn thing.
No, it's not. What? No, I didn't cook a turkey. I got people out there that's done with their turkey in 40 minutes. No, I put 48 hours into my turkey.
Hey, man, you real full of yourself with this turkey stuff, man. We were just on Periscope, and you was telling the world how you cooked this turkey. The turkey was great.
I didn't cook a turkey. Am I missing something?
The turkey was great, but damn, let's move on from the turkey. Why you have a look of amazement on your face?
If you invest 2 hours into something that's going to last for an hour on one day, you should take a little bit more pride in it, man. It was good.
The turkey was very good. I already said that.
That's it. I'm done with you. No, that's it.
Other than the turkey, your marvelous turkey. Your tremendous turkey.
Y'all hosting Thanksgiving next year, man. I'm not bringing the bird. You do your own turkey.
And you're listening to the Two Live Stews, 640 WGST.
I'll show you.
Outside of the fabulous turkey, man, what else did you do this weekend, this week? Like you talked about last week, you had a couple of days off. You were planning to get out and do some things. How was your week?
Week was great, sir. Didn't do anything related to any type of work or physical activity at all.
Right.
Spent a lot of time with the kids. Spent a lot of time driving y'all around the golf course. Almost died on the golf course, but life was great.
What happened with the golf course? I still didn't see that.
Something you've been telling me about 15 years now happened to me on the golf course.
Yeah, I flipped over.
A cart flipped over that I was in, and I wasn't even driving.
Yeah.
One of the scariest moments of my life.
Yeah. People die on the golf carts, man. I mean, seriously.
I didn't believe that until this past weekend?
I think I read something, and you're listening to the Two Live Stews. We're going to get to 10 the hard way here in a second. The 10 biggest stories from the world of sports this past week.
Rivalry weekend.
As well as the Funky Four.
Yes, sir.
The 4 biggest games that we're looking forward to this weekend in the world of the NFL and college football.
Clean, old-fashioned hate.
But per capita, I think more people die in golf carts than in regular cars.
I didn't.
If you're talking about the amount of people that drive golf carts.
That can't be true.
Yeah.
No, that can't be
I'm
true.
I'm serious, man.
That's not a factual statement.
Sir, they kill people.
We do this all the time. I believe that this medium that we have is an incredible blessing and is sacred. You cannot give out false information.
I'm serious. I'm not
More
exactly
people
sure.
don't die in golf freaking cars than in cars do.
Per capita. Do you know what per capita means? I should have asked you that first.
Yes, I know what per capita means.
Okay.
It's like the cost that you spend when it comes to. Wait a minute. Why you hit the rim shot? Per capita, like I spent X dollars per pound per capita of turkey that I got.
No, man.
No?
Hey, shouts out to my man Bruce Hagen, man. Hagen-law.com.
Why is Gus laughing?
He brings you the Two Live Stews now. That's not per capita.
Why is Gus laughing?
I think per capita, somebody can go look this up. Per capita, more people die on golf carts. So men die in golf carts than in car accidents in the entire year.
How was your Thanksgiving, sir, and your holiday and your dinner and everything, man?
It was great, man. We actually took a couple of days off for the holiday, just like everybody else in America, for the for the Doug Stewart Show. So we did a Monday and a Tuesday show. We will start back live again this Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on thedougstewartshow.com. Thank you, studio audience.
Shouts out to my man Walter back there pushing the buttons, running things around here, and shouts out to Gus. What up, Gus?
What's up, people?
Everything is great, man. You good?
I'm good.
So our cousin Gus is in the building today. He's going to be commandeering that 10 the Stew way.
I don't think commandeering is the word.
It is.
I don't think that's the word you're supposed to use.
10 the Stew way, man.
He's supposed to be MC. He's going to MC. He's going to be the mediator.
Or narrator. I mean, there's a lot of different words you can
but
use.
But it's not commandeering.
You're not restricted to one word. There's a lot of words that mean the same thing.
It's not commandeering.
Commandeering, nope. MCing, nope. Narrating, all of those we could have used.
Commandeering is something that like generals in the Army do. Yeah, Gus ain't going to be doing
that. You're listening to the Two Live Stews. So Gus is going to be throwing out the questions, man. We'll talk about the 10 biggest stories from this past weekend once again this past week. And we'll get into all the stuff going down this weekend with the Two Live Stews.
Yeah, you're a movie guy, right?
I'm a big movie guy.
Okay, so before we get into these sports, let me say
I've been
this real
watching
quick.
a new TV series, too, that everybody was telling me about, and it's very good.
Did you see Creed yet?
No, I'm
hearing that Michael B. Jordan did his thing. Everybody is saying that not only did he kill it, but just like there was a Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12.
Right.
They're about to set up a series with this young man for Creed.
I like him. And you remember he first appeared the first time I remember dude was on The Wire. Yep. I can't remember what his name was on The Wire right now, but good actor, man. Yeah. Good young actor. Yeah. He's going to be one of those young black actors who's going to get all of the black actor roles for dudes in Hollywood as soon as Denzel and Samuel Jackson retire. So that means, they only got room for like 3 brothers.
Well, keep in mind that if you have that strong of feelings for him and his skills, that means he has to bump one of the other ninjas that now exist.
He's an up-and-comer.
Right.
He's definitely an up-and-comer.
Okay.
So I'm probably going to go see that tonight, as a matter of fact.
Right. That's what's up, man. That's what's
up. You're listening to the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Once again, a tremendous week in sports, even though, the week was a little bit different than normal because of the holiday. But a bunch of great games on Thanksgiving Day. We sat at your house and watched all of these games, man. You know what happened between Carolina and the Panthers. We're going to get into that here in a second, man.
Can I say
I told you a couple weeks ago, man.
All right.
These Carolina Panthers kind of for real.
All right.
They're kind of for real.
2 quick things, man. I digress on everything I said about the Carolina Panthers and about Cam Newton.
You really do it on the Panthers,
I did. And about Cam Newton not being an MVP candidate, okay? I digress. I retract, I subtract, I divide and multiply. All those things.
What is this?
All right?
English class today?
And the second thing, man, to all the Dallas Cowboy fans, nanny, freaking boo-boo.
You didn't pull out nanny, boo-boo, did you?
My thumbs are in my ears. I'm sticking my tongue out, and I'm doing the thing that kids do. Nanny, freaking boo-boo to all you Cowboy fans that think y'all are better than life itself.
I saw so many Dallas Cowboy memes after the loss. I think that's the way you say that word,
yes, I
memes.
think so.
And you're listening to the Two Live Stews. I mean, incredible, man. Incredible. And it's hard to believe, man, that the Cowboys really haven't been relevant in like 20 years.
2 decades, sir.
Yeah.
2 decades.
America's team.
Right.
Oh, boy.
2
It's
decades.
America's team.
I got a dude that took a $50 bet from me last week that the Cowboys would still win the Super Bowl. He's a Cowboy fan. Last week, man, they were still only in possession of winning 2 football games, man.
Wow. Hey, the return of the Two Live Stews continues today. When we get back from the break, man, we'll jump into 10 the Stew Way. Once again, the 10 biggest stories in the world of sports and entertainment. Stupendous Saturday to you.
A free consultation with Bruce Hagan only costs you a phone call, 445-222-7553, 11-time super lawyer of Georgia.
Get your hands off that dial. Don't go away. We'll be back with the Two Live Stews. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you.
At Ticket Liquidator, we believe you should have access to the experiences you want to be a part of. Since 2003, Ticket Liquidator has been connecting buyers and sellers with the most sought-after and often sold-out events across the country. Ticket Liquidator's nationwide network gives you access to one of the largest online inventories of sports, theater, and concert tickets, with prices lower than most companies in other markets. And our security policies are solid, so you can buy with absolute confidence. More tickets, better service, and lower prices, so you can witness the best entertainment, culture, and sports events worldwide. At Ticket Liquidator, we know that seeing a legend bring down the house or watching your team win the championship is about more than a ticket. It's about being there. For all your sports and entertainment ticket needs, call us at 855-638-3034. Again, that's 855-638-3034.
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt. Specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
Welcome back to the Two Live Stews. Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart, 640 WGST, as well as iHeartRadio. Worldwide. Stupendous Saturday to you, man. Once again, shouts out to Bruce Hagan, Hagan-Law.com. Also, man, would you like to advertise with the Two Live Stews? You can do it. Or the DougStewartShow.com. All you got to do is email me at Doug@theDougStewartShow.com. Let's do some business. And I just said business.
Berkeley High School Hall of Famer Gus is in the building. What up, Dante?
What's going on, people?
Everything is great, man. Everything is absolutely great. Great Thanksgiving for you. Everything was good?
Yes, everything was good, man. I had a great time. Family and friends. You never go wrong with that.
Never go wrong with that, man. And food, right? And food?
Oh, great food. I did miss out on your turkey, though.
You missed a great turkey, sir. This is what I do, man. This is what
All
I
right,
do.
so let's go ahead and get to it, man. 10 the Stew-way. I absolutely love that. You know I'm a Western fan, right?
You've said this for the last 14 weeks.
I have?
Yes.
You know, I have taken a lot of hits to the head, right?
Clearly it's CTEs.
Hey, Gus, what you got, man?
So, Ryan, Falcons go down to the Colts and have now lost 4 of the last 5 games. And they had got a tough one this weekend against the Vikings. Surely one person is never the reason for the loss, but if you had to blame just one person, who would it be?
This is easy.
I mean, it's very easy.
I blame Julio freaking Jones. He's the culprit. Julio's the culprit, man.
Say what?
Yeah. Dude's been...
Wait a minute. I didn't expect that.
Dude's leading the league in catches and targets, in yards, in everything.
I see where you're going with this.
He got 89 catches.
You doing one of those funnies.
Almost 1,200 yards. It's his fault because he's got a quarterback now because he's so great. He's got a coordinator now that he's so great. He's got a head coach now, and he's so great.
I see what you're doing.
They want him getting every freaking thing.
You're flipping it.
Yeah, so it's Julio's fault.
So Julio's so good that they're giving so much attention to him.
His greatness.
That they can't operate as an offense.
His greatness is why they aren't functioning as parts. They're functioning as one whole. He's the whole.
Right.
He's the whole, man.
I got you. That's pretty cute. I like how you did that, man.
I'm dead serious, man. I'm dead serious.
Obviously, man, and Matt Ryan's a very good quarterback. Very good. I've always said that. One of the top 32 quarterbacks in the world. He should be an NFL player. But clearly, man, if you watch Matt Ryan over the last couple of weeks, something's wrong. Like, I almost feel like that maybe he's hurt, and I don't want to give excuses to him. But these interceptions that dude has thrown, in particular this past week against the Colts, that DeQuell Jackson interception, pick six, that was unbelievable. And I don't know what's going on with Matt. And then at the end of the game, which was very disheartening, was he tried to throw the Hail Mary, can only throw it about 50 yards.
It was a duck.
Pro quarterback's supposed to throw the ball further than 60 yards.
Let me tell you something I thought about, man, when I was watching the game. A few years ago, we did this promotion where you threw a football at the Georgia Force game. And
I told the story on my show. People didn't want to believe me.
You serious?
Yeah, go ahead. Keep telling it.
Well, it was you and Mark Hayes.
Right.
Y'all threw the football. Mark, former athlete, college athlete, big guy. You threw the ball from like the walls to the wall, man, like 60 feet almost, 60 yards almost.
Thank you, man. And I never played quarterback
during
in
the
NFL.
game. I said, Doug, a few years ago at 48 years old,
I wasn't 48.
Threw the ball longer than Matt Ryan just did.
Something's going on with Matt Ryan, man, and you don't want to blame one guy for a loss, once again, like the question said, but, man, it's real tough on Matt Ryan right now.
All right, what we got, Gus?
The great Peyton Manning benched at least another week for the Broncos. Does he ever see the field again? I have the Broncos giving the keys to Brock Osweiler for the rest of the season.
I think he does see the field again. I think they're going to try this whole rest thing, and they've been trying to blame Peyton's inadequacies to injury after the fact. Mm-hmm. But I think what they'll do is they'll continue to roll with Brock Osweiler, but they're going to make it to the playoffs. They got a great defense. Peyton Manning's got to be a quarterback in the playoffs.
Okay.
So they might rest him another 4 weeks. But when the playoffs roll around and the Broncos make the playoffs, Peyton Manning will be your quarterback, and I think that's the right thing to do.
Sir, stick a fork in Peyton Manning. His time here is done. First and foremost, this is not about Manning or Manning's legacy. This is about the Denver Broncos winning the 2015 Lombardi Trophy. And from what I've seen out of Peyton Manning on the football field, it's not going to be done with him. Brock Osweiler comes out there, goes 20 for 27, throws 2 touchdowns. He dinged it, 10-yard touchdown. He dunked it, 48-yard touchdown. Mm-hmm. He didn't make mistakes. All they did is a game manager, and this kid looks like a playmaker.
Yeah, but Peyton Manning's a Hall of Fame quarterback. Now, this has happened one other time before.
Stop. What does him being a Hall of Fame quarterback have to do with 2015 and what I've seen out of 2 quarterbacks? I saw Peyton Manning for 9 games, and I saw Osweiler. He's the better player.
God, boy, you are definitely a person get caught up in the moment, man. But, I mean, it's Peyton Manning.
Listen, man.
And after the bye, he did have a good week where he did have a week rest.
Okay.
You got to put Peyton Manning back in there, man.
Dante, real quick, right before we move on, sir, if you take the names off of the jerseys and just put a bag over their head.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen in real life.
Okay.
You don't take names off the jerseys.
Right, well, there's a funny thing going on because Peyton's hurt for another week. And next week, after Osweiler wins this game, you hear that Peyton's going to be out for one more week. And then the following week, another week. All right, Gus.
LSU is struggling mightily, and word on the street is Les Miles will be out. Rumor has it, if this happens, Coach Jimbo Fisher is the Tigers' first choice. Would you leave FSU for LSU if you were Jimbo?
No way. And I don't even understand where this story is coming from. Now I get it, and you're listening to the Two Live Stews. I get it. Jimbo Fisher was a coordinator under Nick Saban as well as Les Miles through a lot of the great success that they had there. But you're Florida State.
Right.
You just won a national championship. Right. You built up this program back from some tough years under Bobby Bowden at the end of his career. Oh, yeah, you recruit the state of Florida, which is the most talent-laden state in this country. Right. There's no way I leave Tallahassee, Florida to go to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. There's no way I do that.
Well, I'm glad you covered the Jimbo Fisher angle of it and him never, ever, ever, ever leaving Florida State. He could be at Florida State just as long as Bobby Bowden was and win some football games. But what is the folks at LSU thinking, man? What are they thinking? Les Miles, 7-3. Now
it is the SEC,
okay,
but still. And that's even a better thing in itself.
Les Miles, 7-3, 8-5 last season, 10-3 in 2013. He's won a championship. He's played in another championship. I got a great idea, okay? The boosters are going to have to pay $15 million to get rid of this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of getting rid of an 80% quarterback, an 80% head coach, instead of getting rid of him and paying him $15 million, why don't they do what real booster clubs do? Invest $1 million in a family that's got the best quarterback in the country.
There you go.
You see what I'm talking about here?
SEC is cheating. Yeah.
But Doug, are you telling me that this thing doesn't happen?
Well, I mean, it probably does.
Get you a good quarterback booster club and save $14 million.
Right. And really, to be honest with you, Les Miles has done a good job. I don't like the riverboat gambler mentality a lot of times, man. He hasn't been able to get a quarterback sufficient enough for LSU in the SEC.
He's won
a ton of games, man.
He's got 3 wide receivers in the NFL right now that are number 1 receivers. He's got 2 running backs right now.
Tremendous recruiter.
He's got one of the best corners and safeties in the league right now. Come on, man.
Yeah.
He gets talent. He needs a quarterback.
Johnny Football Manziel gets benched because he was caught on video out partying. By the way, did I fail to mention this guy was off this week? Fair foul. Is he done in Cleveland?
Man, this is one of the craziest stories I've ever seen. You're listening to the Two Live Stews, and I posed this question on my social media this past week. Y'all do realize that the man was on his bye week, and I understand it looks bad, but this is America. There's no proof. He didn't do anything. He wasn't caught on videotape in a drunken stupor with slobber coming out of his mouth. They don't have him chugging or siphoning some beer or something like that. This is a bad look, man. I know the man's had problems and you want him to be the face of your team, but the man was off. What should he have been doing at 11, 12 o'clock at night? Huh? Studying? It doesn't work like that.
He's done in Cleveland for this season, man. He'll get another opportunity. And I couldn't disagree with you more. He cannot be seen acting like he's filming a freaking rap video holding a bottle of Dom Perignon.
He was holding a bottle.
No, man. Why is he holding the bottle, though, Doug?
But what rule did he break? Listen, he's a grown man.
He broke the trust of his franchise that wants him to be a number 1 quarterback in this league. That's what he's done, man.
So the trust of a franchise means he stays in his house and studies 24/7?
Yes, if that's what it takes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just went to rehab, man, for 4 months, damn near.
Which he did on his own free will and accord.
And now the
Browns didn't make him go to rehab. And you do understand that, right?
A few weeks later, you allegedly hitting up on your old woman, and a few weeks later, you drinking and stuff. You can't do it, Johnny Manziel. Not be my franchise quarterback.
And by the way, speaking of which, I think he is probably done as a Brown. I do believe that at some point we're going to see him in a Dallas Cowboys jersey, man.
Let's wrap it up, Gus.
With the future Hall of Famer Kobe Bryant going 1 for 14 in a game a couple of nights ago, and the Lakers suck. The Lakers owe him $25 million this year. Is the Bean still a Laker at the end of the season?
He probably is because his pride won't let him quit. Plus, he can't quit because he won't get that money. And you're listening to the Two Live Stews. I totally get that. I would love to see Kobe traded and the Lakers pick up most of his salary and he go to a contender where they need one shooter, one guy that can score, and he go out, kind of like in a blaze of glory, man. But right now it's bad.
Kobe
it hurts me as a Laker fan.
He'll get all of his money. He won't have a game that bad again this season, and he'll never ever put on another uniform. He'll never do it. Not Kobe
But
Bryant.
He's been bad all year.
He's second in the NBA in scoring, man, in the league's history. Jerry West ain't like that, man. I'm not Jerry West, but The Lakers ain't let that man put on no other uniform.
Mitch Kupchak.
Mitch Kupchak. He ain't going to do it.
Oh, man. All right, more of 10 the Steway coming up here on 640 WGST as well as iHeartRadio. We'll hit the second five a little bit later, the funky 4 to 4 biggest games in football. Rocking and rolling with your boys, the Two Live Stews. Stupendous Saturday. Keep it locked.
Yeah.
At Ticket Liquidator, we believe you should have access to the experiences you want to be a part of. Since 2003, Ticket Liquidator has been connecting buyers and sellers with the most sought-after and often sold-out events across the country. Ticket Liquidator's nationwide network gives you access to one of the largest online inventories of sports, theater, and concert tickets, with prices lower than most companies in other markets. And our security policies are solid, so you can buy with absolute confidence. More tickets, better service, and lower prices, so you can witness the best entertainment, culture, and sports events worldwide. At Ticket Liquidator, we know that seeing a legend bring down the house or watching your team win the championship is about more than a ticket. It's about being there. For all your sports and entertainment ticket needs, call us at 855-638-3034. Again, that's 855-638-3034.
Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's STU for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-file, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedougstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7. If you're not stewing, what in the heck are you doing? Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart, the Two Live Stews on 640 WGST as well as iHeartRadio.
One of my favorite songs in the history of songs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this was killing right here.
Biggie, 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 can't you see?
Missing old Biggie Smalls, man. Thank you so much for joining the return of the Two Live Stews. Would you like to advertise with the Two Live Stews or the DougStewartShow.com? You can do it, man. Very easily, man. I can give you all the details. Email me at Doug@theDougStewartShow.com.
Real quick, man, shouts out to the good folks at HalcyonOrganics.com. Again, check them out at HalcyonOrganics.com. If you're on Periscope and watching me, I am holding this CBD pen. It's a vape pen that has CBD oil in it. It helps with all type of stuff, like it inhibits cancer cells from growth, helps with your neural protective, promotes bone growth, reduces sugar levels, reduces seizures and convulsions. So check them out at HalcyonOrganics.com. I think it's really helping with my ailments from playing a little ball back in the day, and I think it's worth checking out if you want to get healthy.
All right, man, more of 10 the Steway. There we go, Walter.
Right on time, Walter.
Huh?
Right on time, Walter.
I like when he does that.
Yeah.
All right, man, the Eagles get blown out by your Lions this past week, Thanksgiving Day. And they've looked horrible over the last couple of weeks, talking about the Eagles. Is Chip Kelly the coach for this team next year? And if not, where will he be?
Look, man, dude's got a contract that's 5 years, $32.5 million. They hired him in 2013. He'll get another season to correct the errors of his ways. But if he is gone, he's done this to his freaking self.
Right.
You understand?
Uh-huh.
So I don't think they'll get rid of him. But if he does get gone, he's the one that got rid of Deshaun Jackson, Shady McCoy,
right.
The Foles kid that did an outstanding job at quarterback as his first season as a starter. So if he is going, he deserves to be gone. I don't think he'll be gone.
And if he is gone, where does he coach next year? Or is he coaching
next
year?
There's several high school, college positions open. He'll be a Miami Hurricane head coach in a heartbeat. If they can afford it. Can they afford it is the question.
I disagree with you. I think he is gone. I think they're going to find a way to buy him out of his contract. Right now, the locker room is just a total mess. That whole college thing bringing to the NFL. And here's the biggest problem, the biggest issue I have with Chip Kelly. I really love his innovation. I love the fact that he has his own system that he tried to bring to the NFL. You never get rid of great players for average players. That's where he went wrong at.
It's a talent-driven league.
And really, it was an arrogant thing, and I think that's going to be his undoing. I think that he's
LSU?
He set up for California,
okay.
USC,
okay.
University of Southern California. If he doesn't go to USC, because he coached in the Pac-10, obviously, at Oregon, he's familiar with that area, that part of the country, that league. If he doesn't go there, I'd love to see him in a Miami Hurricanes hat, but we will see.
I don't agree with giving a first-year head coach in the National Football League the ability to be the GM and the talent evaluator, and I definitely don't agree with a college coach being an NFL coach for the first time, being the guy that calls the shots with all the decisions.
He's definitely dead man walking, in my opinion.
All right, man, listen, it's just that simple, man. This got to be they suck for the day show, if you ask me. But Dallas gets manhandled by the Panthers. Romo gets beat down again, that gimp shoulder he's got. Carolina's now 11-0.
Why you saying man got a gimp shoulder?
He's got to have a gimp shoulder.
That's not a politically correct word to use.
Well, what would you call it, man? He's got a hairline fracture in his collarbone. What would you call it?
But gimp is not good.
All right. In my humble opinion, I think he's a gimp. Is Carolina just that good, man, or is Dallas just that bad?
I think Carolina is that good, man, and we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. They got everything. They got the most important thing, the thing that we've always seen in our lifetime and that coaches have always talked about. They got a stupendous defense, man.
Yep.
They are stopping teams. And here's the thing I think people aren't really even paying attention to right now. I think the only team that can beat them right now from the NFC may be the Arizona Cardinals. But as it stands right now, they're going to have home field advantage in the playoffs.
Throughout.
So they're going to get a bye, and all they have to do is win 2 games.
Yep.
Right now, I think the odds-on favorite to play in the Super Bowl representing the NFC is the Carolina Panthers and the MVP leading candidate right now, Cam Newton.
Before I answer the question, man, are we looking at a team that's about to go undefeated?
I don't know about that, but I know that they're going to get home field advantage. And if you get home field advantage, all you got to do is win 2 games at home.
When it comes to the question, man, is Carolina that good and is Dallas that bad? I think both are true, but I think more so Carolina being that good for the same reasons you just mentioned, man. The Panthers are in the top 5 in 3 major categories. Offensively and rushing, they're third. Total defense, they're third. And rushing defense, they're second.
That's a formula for winning,
That's a formula for winning, man.
You can run the ball and you play great defense?
Cam Newton is playing incredible football. He's damn near in the top 5 for touchdowns in the NFL this year. He's not making a lot of mistakes. He's got about 9 interceptions, but not a lot of mistakes. He's running when it's the right time, and he's got a cannon of an arm.
He's got a cannon.
I like what's going on, man. I like what's going on. And moving on, we'll go to Brett Favre and your boy Terrell Owens finally making that semifinal list for the Football Hall of Fame. All in the same week. Favre gets his jersey retired at Lambeau Field. T.O.'s now kind of begging for a workout with the Patriots. I got a call in the T.O., man. We might talk to him next week. I want your thoughts on the Hall of Fame for both of these guys, man.
Both of these guys are going to get into the Hall of Fame, but me being the realest guy ever in the history of media about Brett Favre, just remember, Brett Favre lost a lot of games, too. I just want to throw that in there. I'm not saying he's not a Hall of Fame.
He's a Favre hater, man.
He lost a lot of games, did a lot of boneheaded things, man, as quarterback for the Green Bay Packers, as the all-time leader in interceptions. Having said that, I just got to keep it real because that's what I do. Having said that, he's a Hall of Famer. I remember when Green Bay came to Atlanta many years ago, man, and Favre, I just realized how good of an arm he has, man. He has a cannon on his shoulder. We just talked about that with Cam. So he's a Hall of Famer. He's going to get in first ballot.
T.O., man.
No doubt.
T.O.
Terrell Owens going to get in, but not probably the first year. Maybe not even the second year. Maybe not the third year. The same kind of way they did Michael Irvin and Chris Carter. He's going to have to wait for a minute, but he's definitely a Hall of Famer.
Hey, man. Terrell Owens is second in yards in the history of the freaking NFL behind the one and only Jerry Rice. T.O. had almost 16,000 yards, man.
Yeah.
He better get in on the first ballot, Doug.
He's not going to get in the first.
Okay, was he a jerk? Man, probably.
Yeah.
But nobody else deserves to be on the first ballot more than him and Jerry Rice. They're the best the league's ever seen.
You're listening to the Two Lost Twos. He's not going to get in first ballot.
Okay, man.
He's not.
And
when you don't put Michael Irvin, the playmaker, in first ballot, Terrell Owens is definitely not going to get it, especially
Irvin's numbers weren't as good as T.O., man, when it come to yards overall.
Especially the way that he allegedly rubbed the media the wrong way.
And when it comes to him wanting to be a player right now for the Patriots, why wouldn't he want to play for the Patriots, man? I don't think he would be effective.
I didn't realize that he's been gone 5 years.
Right.
You have to be 5 years before you get nominated.
Yeah.
And he's been gone for 5 years. There's nobody going to give that guy a
Why wouldn't he want a job with Tom Brady? Why wouldn't he? But I don't think he can do that anymore. He's
learn all of their cheating ways. And you're listening to the Two Live Shoes.
Hate on Favre, hate on Brady.
Hey, man, Georgia versus Georgia Tech today on the Flats. You played in the series, sir, many years. Mm-hmm. What's your fondest memory of that rivalry?
Real quick, before I give you my fondest memory, man, shouts out to the 22 seniors that will be honored before today's game, man. I want to thank every single one of you for your years of dedication on the Flats down there for the Yellow Jackets. 5 of GT's losses this season, man, have been one-score games. GT held fourth-quarter leads versus Carolina, Virginia Tech, and Virginia. And we led the ACC and 7th nationally in rushing, something that Paul Johnson's done the last 7 seasons. They're going to beat Georgia today, man. They're going to beat Georgia. But to answer that question, that fight I started my sophomore year.
I knew you were going to say that. For me, man, one more recently, man, 2014 Hudson Mason throws an overtime
good one.
Interception, man. That was a very intriguing game, man. I can't wait till we're done today and check out Georgia versus Georgia Tech. I got fond memories of it, too, because of you being in the games, man.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
All right, when we get back from the break, man, the Funky Four, we talked a little bit of college football and pro football in the 10 the Stew way, but when we get back, man, we'll break down the 4 biggest games that we're looking forward to this weekend in the world of the NFL and college football. Don't go away. Keep it locked. This is the Two Live Stews. Yeah. Yes, sir.
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt. Specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975 and work it out.
Do you have your own radio show? Are you an artist or a DJ? BB Mobile Apps is the solution for you. They specialize in creating mobile apps for entertainers. That's right. You can have your own mobile app where your followers can hear your shows or music, watch your videos, and view all your social networks in one place. You can even make money with banner ads and send push notifications directly to your audience to make sure they get your messages. Everyone has their phones on them, right? A mobile app will add credibility to your brand because your content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BB Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bbmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bbmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you.
At Ticket Liquidator, we believe you should have access to the experiences you want to be a part of. Since 2003, Ticket Liquidator has been connecting buyers and sellers with the most sought-after and often sold-out events across the country. Ticket Liquidator's nationwide network gives you access to one of the largest online inventories of sports, theater, and concert tickets, with prices lower than most companies in other markets. And our security policies are solid, so you can buy with absolute confidence. More tickets, better service, and lower prices, so you can witness the best entertainment culture, and sports events worldwide. At Ticket Liquidator, we know that seeing a legend bring down the house or watching your team win the championship is about more than a ticket. It's about being there. For all your sports and entertainment ticket needs, call us at 855-638-3034. Again, that's 855-638-3034.
The world's heavyweight champions of sports and Guy Talk Radio, the two live stews.
Yeah.
640 WGST.
Guy Talk Radio, man.
As well as iHeartRadio.
Even though we do, of course, invite ladies into the studio with us as well, but it's real Guy Talk.
Speaking of which, man, you need to be checking out The Doug Stewart Show. And all you do to listen is thedougstewartshow.com, Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., online on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network.
My good folks at Piece of Cake are known for gourmet cakes, and they are also known for their incredible treats, cupcakes, and everything else. So check them out at pieceofcake.com, pieceofcakeinc.com.
So have you had this Patti LaBelle phenomenon pie?
I can't get my hands on one.
Huh?
I can't get my hands. As Gus laughs, I can't get my hands on one.
I'm serious. This thing is like a phenomenon.
I can't get my hands on one.
Okay.
I would love to taste it, but
I can't imagine a sweet potato pie being better than our mother's.
Thank you, sir. I agree.
In the first place.
I totally agree.
I mean,
if Patty is making millions off of a pie, our mom can make billions.
A commercially made pie?
Right. Our mom can make billions.
Mass produce?
Our mom can make billions off of cakes and pies. A billion.
True story. Our mother has a legendary pound cake that she probably makes about 25 of them every Christmas.
Right.
And gives out to people in our hometown.
Right. And people pay for them also.
And she's been making this pound cake for, I'm 46.
Right.
35 years.
You're 50.
Maybe 35 years. Hey, man, let's go ahead and talk about the Funky Four, the four biggest games in football this weekend, sir. Yes, sir. What are you looking most forward to this weekend in the world of college football?
Of course, clean old-fashioned hate between Georgia Tech and Georgia, but outside of that, man, Alabama and Auburn. Alabama playing for a lot. This being a big rivalry like it always is.
The Iron Bowl.
Bama's number 2 in rushing defense, number 17 in pass defense. I don't see Auburn scoring many points in today's ball game, and I also see Bama trying to run the score because, of course, they want their spot in that top 4. Bama stumbled the past 2 years in this ball game, and I think it was because of the defense, and I don't think they had that problem tonight. So.
You know what, though, man? This is a rivalry game.
This is a rivalry game.
And Auburn doesn't have anything to play for. They pretty much suck the entire year.
They suck.
I mean, it would be great to beat a spoiler.
They won't be able to breathe.
If Auburn were to win this game, they would literally ruin Alabama's chances of playing in that Final Four, the playoffs, and a national championship.
They won't be able to breathe in this ball game today.
It's a rivalry, though.
Okay, that's fine.
Crazy things happen in rivalry games.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
I'm looking forward to Ohio State and Michigan, man. A lot of people don't even realize, or we haven't talked about it a lot. Outside of a miracle play in Michigan State beating Michigan, Jim Harbaugh in his first year, man, if not for that play, would right now be in line.
Yes.
To play for a national championship.
Or be in the top 4.
This is the same team that sucked over the last couple of years under Brady Hoke. And in 1 year, this man has come in and turned this organization, this program around.
Without his players at this point.
So kickoff today is at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. A lot of great games. It's rivalry weekend, so a bunch of big games this weekend in college football.
NFL-wise, sir, ATL in Minnesota. That's the game I'm keeping my eyes on. Your boy, Adrian Peterson, he's got 1,000 yards already this season. And, of course, for the Atlanta Falcons, they're bell cow running back is out, and Mr. Freeman. So Julio, his stats are ridiculous so far this season. I talked about those earlier. Minnesota's got a pretty good defense. They're 7th in pass defense, so let's see how that correlates with what Matt Ryan can or can't do. He's been struggling. I think this will be a good ball game, and it's the one I'm going to be watching on the NFL Sunday.
This is kind of an abstract one, and you're listening to the Two Live Stews. In the NFL, man, I'm kind of looking forward to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The winner will improve to 6-5, and Tampa Bay hadn't had a winning record this late in the season in 3 years. So what does that talk about? It talks about Jameis Winston. The 21-year-old needs 5 TD passes. Listen to this. To set a Tampa rookie record with 20, which will surpass that total set by Mike Glennon a couple years ago. He does not or did not have a turnover for the 5th time in 6 games.
Yeah, huge.
So you go back and look at what happened after that first game against Marcus Mariota. Jameis Winston has figured it out real fast, and this is why he was the number 1 pick in the draft, man.
The world's still talking about Marcus Mariota and the opportunity he has to be a great quarterback. Y'all better stop all the hate, man, and go ahead and give Jameis his damn props.
And I'm not saying Marcus Mariota won't be a great quarterback. quarterback?
I didn't say anything about that.
But Jameis Winston, I think, is that dude.
He's beasting, man.
Yeah.
Beasting. Oh, yeah, real quick. Someone on Periscope said you never made a prediction for the Falcons game. I think they lose by 15.
Wow.
Yep, 12 to 15 points.
I mean, they're home. Matt Ryan usually plays great at home.
Right, he's been throwing interceptions lately. I think they lose.
So there you have it, man. The Funky Four, the 4 biggest games in college football and pro football this weekend.
It is the Two Live Stews, man. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Shouts out to my man, Bruce Hagan, the People's Lawyer. Real quick, man, before we shut things down.
I want to mention a couple other games just like,
okay.
Just like throwing games.
Right.
No, go ahead.
Well, I want your thoughts on a few things. If you want to do the games first, that's fine, man. Just cut me off. It's no big deal.
I didn't mean to.
It's okay, man. Just do you, man.
Go ahead, man.
It's all about you, Doug. It's all about you.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead and do you.
I mean, before we moved on from this subject, the football game.
The Atlanta Hawks last night, since you insist, the Hawks shot more 3-pointers than 2-pointers, man. Have you ever heard of that happening in the NBA?
Well, I mean, I'm sure it has, especially in this day and time and the way they play basketball.
That's not right.
Phoenix Suns.
That's not right.
With Steve Nash a couple of years ago, they used to chunk up a bunch. Obviously, Golden State right now, who's 17-0. We haven't even gotten into that.
Well, now that you bring that up, I'll elaborate. Your boy, Stephen Curry, 41 points in 31 minutes the other night. Last night.
Hey.
41 in 31 minutes.
I'll pose this question to you again. Will they lose 10 games this year? They're 17-0. They got the record as far as to start the season off with consecutive victories. Will they lose 10 games? That's the question you got to ask.
41, 6, and 8 in 3 quarters of play last night. His 8th time this season not playing in the 4th quarter. Sir, I think they're going to blow that 72 at the water. If they stay healthy, this team might only lose 4 or 5 games. I'm dead serious, man.
No, I'm serious. And
I've seen them come back from 30. I've seen them beat people by 30. If they stay healthy, man, they're going to blow that record out the water.
Yeah. I mean, very impressive, man.
Your boy Klay Thompson ain't even got hot yet.
Not only that, they're very fun to watch. That's the thing about it. They're very fun to watch. They're very relatable because they're kind of like a lunch pail type team where they do all of the tough things. They have all of the tough plays down in the paint. I mean, they're a fun team to watch.
Does Bill's boy get any credit for what's going on, man?
Oh, Luke Walton?
Does he get any credit?
He definitely should, man.
He done got his opportunity now to be a damn head coach in the NBA because of what's happened with this incredible basketball team.
Because of an interim spot that he held down.
Gus, can they get to the 72?
I think it's very possible. Very possible.
I mean, it's more than possible at this point. Like the question, maybe the next question should be, I always throw out how the question is, will they lose 10 games? Maybe this is the next question, do they go undefeated? And that's kind of tongue-in-cheek, because surely they won't go undefeated. But, I mean, maybe that's the question we got to start talking about at some point.
As Walter, the big-head producer who plays the crickets in the background, that is on the table in my eyes, sir.
Everything is on the table.
If they stay healthy, that is on the table in my eyes.
Hey, until they lose, why not? And I know it's ridiculous to even say that, to put that out in the atmosphere, but why not? Shouldn't you try to win every single game?
You did. One last thing, man.
Shouldn't that be your goal?
It's on the table, Doug, and I'm not just trying to blow smoke in your bunkie. It's on the table, man.
Right. It's probably not going to happen. We're just being sports talk radio guys.
No.
It's probably not going to happen, but why not?
Before you got it this morning, I put that on the table and told Gus the same thing. Real quick. You mentioned Peyton Manning. Will he ever get back on the field?
Yeah.
You do know the Broncos signed Christian Ponder, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what does that mean?
If they got a backup quarterback in Peyton Manning or Osweiler, why would they go ahead and sign another quarterback now?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, you think they're going to cut Peyton Manning or something like that?
No, they're not going to cut Peyton, but he's done.
Hey, man, shout out to my folk back in South Cackalack, Clemson and South Carolina this weekend, man. A huge game every single year. UCLA and USC. It's rivalry weekend. And Florida State taking on Florida. And Notre Dame and Stanford cannot wait to watch college football all day and night.
20 Grand is creating unique expressions with classic taste. 20 Grand's masterful blends are a true, rare, extravagant experience. Check them out at 20grandvodka.com. Stop by the Stews Tailgate tomorrow for the Minnesota game right outside of the Georgia World Congress Center, Gate C, where you can taste that 20 Grand for yourself. Just drink responsibly.
Yeah, we'll see you down there tomorrow at the Two Live Stews Tailgate, and we'll be back next weekend with a stupendous Saturday. Y'all be careful this weekend.
Love God, love each other. We appreciate you.
Peace.
For now, I know how to avoid the paranoid. Man, I've had it up to here. Yeah, I will get them going in fear. Rhetoric said and red just a better go. And not quick to go sign the hard runner. What to keep from getting jerked, changing some ways. The way back in the better days. More metaphysically bold, never follow the code. Still drop the load. Never question what I am, God knows. Coach is coming from